right, Conrad. Well, we've been ranting and raving. What are you reading?
I picked up just kind of at a whim. I've been doing a lot of flights recently because I keep paying to go to all these conferences. I sad but true. I picked up Shoe Dog, which is autobiography by Phil Knight. It's his memoir, and he goes into his experiences in the 60s and 70s creating this amazing brand. And the reason I love this is it shows just how messy it was creating this business. And I think we have this misperspective that those really successful businesses have, they've got it all worked out. It was a master plan drawn up in some corporate strategy session that was executed against flawlessly. It is, it's brilliant. And I think the reason it's brilliant is because it just shows how messy it was for Nike to build Nike. And it's the same thing for us building our agencies, Guy. I mean, you and I deal with stupid stuff all the time. There's messes that we have to deal with on the regular. Same with law firms. I thought I did an interview with Christopher Early the other day, and he was talking about how it just gets harder and more complicated. You never get to a point where it's easy. He's just continuing to get better all the time. And that's really the mindset. It really puts to bed this perspective that it's kind of this neat plan that was foretold obviously and easily. And so it's also a really, really interesting read. Phil Knight used to drink a lot, by the way. That was one of the things that was my biggest surprise. I mean, he was an Oregon runner, but boy, oh boy, he talks about being hammered in Japan a lot in the book. That was unexpected. Anyway, Guy, what are you reading?
I'm in the process of reading everything Tiago Forte that I can get my hands on. And for folks that are familiar with his work, the books are Building a Second Brain and The Para Method. And speaking of messes, part of what he's talking about is how to capture and utilize and apply in a productive way all of the digital information that you touch and learn about across everything. And I do think that this has been a really interesting thing for me. We've tried many different methods. We've tried different capture tools, but I think that Tiago might have he claims to have a proven method to organize your digital life and unlock creative potential. So I'm not done with it yet, but I've so far from what I've read and some of the videos, he's also got some courses that I think are worth checking out. So I encourage folks to check that out.
Money makes it makes a world go round. Yeah, money make a world go round. Yeah, money make a world go round.